Hello guys, so we are going to do an art journal page, and this is the series about express yourself, mixed media and art journaling for beginners. So we had the first part of the video, which was explaining what are the distress inks from Tim Holtz, and now we are going to put in practice the techniques that we saw in the last video. So we are going to start the background by using the distress inks and the platform to stamp and some water. So we are going to create like a watercolor background and getting some shapes that in another way we couldn't get because this is very random shapes. And so I am starting like with a brown color, and then I decided that spraying some water in the page itself, it makes easier the distressing to run. So now I am adding like an orange, a yellow orange in some places. And this is like a pink reddish color. If you want really the exact names of the distress inks that I am using, just let me know in the comments, because Tim Holt has like a high range of colors, so just let me know. Now I am using a stencil of Ray Missingum and some white acrylic paint. We are trying to get like another layer using the stencil. And I like these stencils of Ray Missingum because they are small and that allows you to play really well on the page. And I am here also doing the reverse stamp of the stencil, where you put the paint on the stencil itself, and then you make your mark using the stencil. It's a very subtle layer, but it creates really a wonderful effect on it. Maybe it's not so visible in the camera, but in reality it gives that touch to the page. As you can see, the distress inks works perfectly with the acrylic ink. It's not super dry. I'm just mixing all the mediums together. And now I am using again the pink to make another layer. And now, yes, I like it, so I will let it dry. And in the meantime, we are going to start to work on the ornaments for the focal point, another layer for the page. So I am using here a stamp of Dinagua clay. And we are going to use the distress ink as a watercolor to fill in the stamp, the leaves. So as you can see, it's a very versatile medium. We have done a lot of things with the distress inks. And as I said, all those techniques are explained in the previous video if you want to watch it. And also all the series of Express Yourself, the mixed media and art journaling for beginners are in the list of reproduction list, I guess it's called, in the section of the channel. So you have there all the videos where I am explaining different techniques to use stamps, stencils, and the different tools and materials that we have for mixed media and art journaling. So I invite you to take a look at them if you are a beginner or more experienced. There are always techniques that we learn, right? And as you can see, I am using plain photocopy paper because I like the final touch of this paper. It seems like more real leaves. You can also use watercolor, but for me is better this paper for this effect of leaves. The only thing is that you cannot give a lot of watercolor layers. And now I am using tissue paper with a stamp of Set After that I am also stamping in some places on the page to create more layers on the focal point. You will see it just in a minute. And now I am working on the focal point. So here you can use a stamp, or you can use some photographs, or even a drawing of yours. I am using this image that I have created. And I am using the Distress ink again as a watercolor with the same colors as the background, just to create like harmony. And as you can see, this type of backgrounds mix very well with the vintage style because Tim Holtz has this retro vintage style that I like. And so these backgrounds are perfect for this type of style. Now I am using just a simple craft paper to create another layer on the focal point. And here you can see how you can cut the tissue paper in a specific place. So you put like a line with the brush of water, and that allows you to cut the tissue paper very easily. And this is a trick that I learned from Dina Walkley. That is one of my favorite artists, and I learned a lot of things with her. And just building the focal point there. And I am here using matte medium to just glue it down the focal point. And I am not gluing it down super well. First of all, because I don't like it to be super perfect. It gives, if you don't glue it so well, it gives you like a little 3D texture, volume. And also because I like this grunge style that I think the stamps of Set After gives you already this grunge style that I like. And as you can see now, I am using the tissue paper with the matte medium, which makes that the tissue paper almost disappear on the background, which is great because sometimes when you try to stamp directly on the page, you don't know exactly where to put the stamping, and then I'm afraid that I make a mistake at the end of the process. So with this technique, you can really choose where you want the stamping to be. And I think it's just a great technique. So now we are almost finalizing the focal point, playing with the leaves. And we are going to start also with the sentiment, which is a stamp of Dina Wakley that I stamped on a craft paper. And just giving some touches, finalizing the page with acrylic paint. And then I finished the video, I returned to my table and I realized that I was missing some contrast on the page. So what I did is just put these circles with the craft paper and some other leaves, which another stamp of Dina Wakley, and I like it. So this is all for today. I hope you like it. If so, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye.